live right now, but let's go ahead, let's get it popping. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah. To all the brothers out there, Yahweh Shemalatah Ba'Shem Yahushua. All the sisters out there, I'm preaching off to 5,000 Zerach in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And here, right here, I got priest and officer 500 Barak Yah with me. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna rock this Sabbath service up. But before we get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, man. You understand? Make sure you get those views and those follows up, man. Make sure you push this truth all over the world, all over the earth, man. You understand? This right here is the Lord's business. So that's one thing I need you to do is like, share, and subscribe. Right. All right? Without further ado, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started with the Sabbath service. Give me 1 second, Salaki. Without further ado, I imagine, which means to stand. Go ahead and blow the horn. I'm going to call the first priest up. You're going to state your name and your registry. So you're going to say, you're going to step right here. Step right here. Alright. So you're going to say, Yashba'an.
Yashba'an.
Ban Yahawada.
Ban Yahawada.
Ban Yashab.
Ban Yashab.
Yashba'an. Ban Yahawada. Ban Yashab. Salute. Let me say it.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Alright. Go ahead, blow the horn, brother. Yum yum, so. Shama'ol, so.
Yahweh La Yasha'Allah.
There you go, most high Christ. Blow the horn. Grab the scroll. Wapon Aquadum, which means to face the east. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamkat, Yahweh, Malakuka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Ashah, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Natanlanao, Lakam, Kel, Yawam, Wasalatlanao, Kabawatnao, Kasalaknao, Kabawatnao, Wala'ah, Tabia'anao, Banasanawan, Above, Abashanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kayab, Lakab, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Wa'atapurat, La'ira Lamyam, Amar. Lord's Prayer in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Akash, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Baruch Nathanawa, Akach, La'pa'ah, Ka'makala, Waka'marawa, Akach, La'tahor, Amatazari, Akach, Lahakwayam, Amati, Akach, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Blessings in the Hebrew. Rakatha Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Wa Maka Allah. Wa Alahaya. Matazabya. Alawap Yahana. Ha-Alawapya. Ha-Saranya. Ha-Kwadazanya. Ha-Kakaya. Wa Agwathya. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shah. Wada. Ma. In the English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lenawa, Rayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Rapad, Magun, generals, captains, officers, troopers, students, sisters, children, and all Yasha'ala, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Bless us and Israel and the school. Bless shield protect. The generals, captains, officers, troopers, students, sisters, children, and all Israel. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahariya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ai, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemaiah, Wa'aratazah, Ayatan, Lamawat, Regaka, Ayanawam, Shemaka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemaka, Yahweh, Telzorka, Al-Yah, Yamyanka, Yawamar, Hashemaz, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Bayayala, Yahweh, Yashimorkai, Makorah, Yashimor, Apnapashka, Yahweh, Yashimor, Taza'atka, Wabawa'atka, Ma'athah, Wa'ai Awalam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. This time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahaya, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Takaraj, Wa-Al-Tashakwat, Al-Kayat, Hanat, Al-Yabika, Yahamayawa, Ra'ash, Al-Aimika, Ya'ayam Yamwa, Sawadat, Wa-Yataya Al-Tazu, Al-Taza Puwanyika, Amaru, Lakawat, Manakakida, Magoya, Wala'at, Yazikar, Shem Yasha'Allah, Awadad, Kayad, Nawatazu, Labat, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Baryat, Yakarakwa, Alahaya, Arawam, Wayashemai, Alahaya, Mawa'abu, Wahadaria, Labab, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalat, Palasha, Amishabi, Tazawo, Yam Ashawo, Nalawa, Ayman, Ayawa, Zarawa, Labanya Lawa, Salat, Aisha, Laham, Damadyan, Kasayasara'a, Kayabyan, Manakar, Wayashwa, Nashamatwa, Ba'ayandara'a, Ayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamu, Narayatmawa, Ka'ira, Wagiza'aba, Wagizabak, Wagizazor, Mana'a, Kanasiyakamwa, Ashar, Amar, Nairashah, Nanawa, Na'awa, Alahaya, Shayatamu, Kagagila, Kakwash, Lapaya Ravaka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Nalahat, Harayam, Kanthur Dutman, Basairika, Wabasa, Wapafka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Walawan, Waibakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Waibahawa, Aya'ai, Waikabarwa, Waiabadwa, Waida'adwa, Haya'atha, Shamka, Yahawah, Labaka, Iowa, Alcohol Ratazan. In the English, keep not thy silence. Oh Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still. Oh Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumble, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy enemies. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarim, the Baal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, Ask the Jabbok at the brook of Kaiser, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zebah, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh, Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burning wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. Oh, Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Stop. Shabi, you will be seated. Be seated. All right, Most High in Christ, man. Let's get it in. We'll be starting at Exodus, the 7th chapter, verse 23, in the Hebrew. All right. Chapter 7. We're starting at 23. We're going to take 23 all the way down to, let's see, all the way down to the 4th chapter in the next, the 4th verse in the next chapter. Let me get the right there. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 7 and verse 23 in the Hebrew. Wayapon, Para'ah. Wayabar, Al, Bayatwa, Wala'ah, Sha'ah, Labawa, Gum, Laza'ah. Verse 24. Wayakaparu, Cal, Matazaria, Sabayaya, Ayara, Mayam, Lashafwa, Kaya, La'a, Yakalwa, Lashalafya, Mamayamya, Hayara'ah, verse 25. Wayamala, Shabaya, Yum Yum, Agraya, Hakawa, Yahweh, Ayara, verse 26. Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Ba'a, Al, Para'ah, Wayamara, Al-Yawa, Kaya, Amar, Yahweh, Shalak, Amya. Waya, I bought you one. Verse 27. Ma'an. Exodus 8. 8:1. Wa'amar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Amar, Al, Iran, Natah, Yadak, Dabtayak, Al, Hanarah, Al, Ayaram, Wa'al, Hagamyam, Waha'al, Hatazapara, Dayam, Al, Aratazah, Matazari, verse 2. Wayata, Iran, Yadawa, Maya, Matazari, what were all? Hatazapar, the what Kasa, Rataza, Matazari, verse 3. Waya Ashar, Khan, Hagra Tamyam. Balata Yaham. Why all Atazapar. Dayawam. Parataza. Matazario. Verse 4. Why Kura. Para'a. Lamsha'a. Wala'a. Harun. Why Mar. Hat Ya'aria. Yahweh. Why Yasa. Why Yasa. Salaya. Hatazapara. Dayawam. Mamanya. Wa'am Ayam. Wa'ash Laka. Ha'ai. Why is a bak? Why is a baka? La Yahweh. And that's up to verse 5 in the Hebrew. We're going to go ahead and get it in the English. We're going to start at Exodus, the 7th chapter, verse 23. You go ahead. Start.
Con. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 7, verse 23. And Pharaoh turned and went into his house. Neither did he set his heart to this also. Verse 24. And all the Egyptians digged round about the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river.
All right, they could not drink any of the water because the river was turned into blood. Okay, this is a plague that the Lord put out there in Egypt for not letting God's chosen people out of captivity, to let them go into the wilderness and serve the Lord for 3 days. This is the punishment and repercussions that Pharaoh had to face in his country. All right, keep going.
Verse 25. And 7 days were fulfilled. After that, the Lord had spitten the river.
Okay, keep going. Exodus 8.
Now, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 8, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Go into Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me.
So he sent Moses again to Pharaoh to give him the message and the warning to let the children of Israel go. Let God's chosen people go. You understand? Keep going.
And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs.
And he told him, he warned him, like, if you do not do this, I'm going to set another plague on this earth. All right? I'm going to set all the borders with frogs. The next plague is going to be frogs going all over in Egypt. You understand? It's just going rapid and crazy. Right? Read.
And the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into thy house, and into thy bedchamber, and upon thy bed, and into the house of thy servants.
Good night. I mean, these frogs, imagine just a heap of frogs, man, just coming into your domain, coming into your house, in your bed, man, just ain't giving you no type of comfort. You're going to feel very uncomfortable, man. You see a whole bunch of frogs everywhere you go. You understand? That right there, y'all just got to kind of like imagine and be able to picture out, man, there's frogs, man, all over, you know what I'm saying, your house, your room, anywhere you go, when you going to eat, there's frogs in your refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? There's frogs all at the restaurants you go to. It's just weird. You're going to know that it's something odd. You understand? Read.
And upon thy people, and into thine ovens, and into thy thirding troughs.
Read.
And the frogs shall come up both on thee, and upon thy people, and upon all thy servants.
Pharaoh's gonna go nuts, man. Pharaoh's gonna go nuts in Egypt, man. Gonna be all over you, your people, everything, man. Can you just kind of like take a moment to like imagine it? Imagine that, man. I'm talking about frogs here. But this ain't no regular frogs. These frogs gonna be all over you. Gonna be all in your house. It's just gonna be like a real big interruption. The Lord trying to get, what's the Lord trying to do? He's trying to get Pharaoh's attention. Let him know he's not playing with him. These things can get worse. The Lord can do something way worse than frogs, man. Being all over you. But just picture that. Picture how uncomfortable that is. You know what I'm saying? He turned the you know what I'm saying, the river into straight blood. You know, all the fish, man, died in that river. You got to think about these plagues that the Lord ain't no joke. Turn the river into blood. Y'all can chime in anytime you want to. You turn that river into blood. All the fish died. And moreover, you cannot drink that water. You don't even have fresh water to drink because of blood. Think about that. Think about how he just played. He told Moses to go back and talk to him again. And let him know, man, to let my people go, or else I got another plague for him. Which is the frog plague we getting into, right? Go ahead.
Man, Sluggy, I just wanted to say these plagues are extremely like over the top. Like you can never imagine these things, and the reason these plagues are so over the top is because Pharaoh didn't believe in the Lord.
I feel like it's heavy, man. It's heavy. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get back into the Hebrew. I'm gonna be reading from Exodus, the 8th chapter. I'm gonna be starting at verse 5. We'll take it. Take it all the way down to 11. Alright. The book of Exodus, chapter 8, verse 5 in the Hebrew. Wa'amar, Mashah, Laparah, Hathparah, Al-Yah, Lamyah, Lamtayah, Ayat Ya'ah, Lakah, Walabadyik, Wala Amak, Laha Karaya, Hatazapar, Dayam, Mamaka, Wambayathya, Ra'ak, Bayara, Dasha, like Dash, Dasha Arana, verse 6, Wa'amar, Lamka, Wa'amar, Kadabaryak, Lamayan, Tada, Kaya, Ayan, Kaya, Hayawa, Al-Hayanwa, verse 7. Wasura Wa'a, Hatazapar, Dayam, Mamaka, Wambayapyak, Wamayabyak, Wamayamak, Wakah, Bayara, Dasharana, verse 8. Wayataza'a, Mashah, Wayaharan, Ma'ai, Para'ah, Waya, Taza'ikwa, Mashah, Al, Yahweh, Al, Dabar, Hatazapar, Dayarum, Ashar, Sham, La Para, verse 9. Wayashah, Yahweh, Kadabar, Mashah, Wayamatwa, Hatazapar, Daryam, Man, Habathya, Man, Hakatazarah, Waman, Hashadah, verse 10. Wayah, Tazabar, Tazabarah, Atham, Kamaram, like Kamrayam, Wa'ath, Ba'ash, Paratazah, verse 11. Wayurah, Para'ah, Kayah, Hayatya, Hurrah, Wahayah, Wahakabah, Labuwa, Wala'ah, Shema, Alahayah, Ka'ashar, Debar, Yahweh. That's up to verse 12 in the Hebrew. Let's go ahead. Let's get it in the English. I'll start at verse 5. Let's get it.
Come. And the Lord spake unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch forth thy hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt.
And there, right there, there it is. This is what happened. You understand? The Lord gave Aaron, you know what I'm saying, the instruction to go ahead and use that rod. And guess what? Cause frogs to come upon Egypt, right? Keep going.
And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt.
He stretched out his hands over the water of Egypt, read.
And the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt.
The frogs came up and just covered the whole land of Egypt, man. Think about that. Think about frogs covering America. You understand? If you want to put it in a realistic perspective, think about like a plague of frogs coming up against this place, right? You understand? For their wickedness and their disobedience towards the Most High and their disrespectfulness towards the Lord, man. Think about there's so many frogs, man. It'd just be so crazy. It'd be all over the news. It'd be all over everybody would be talking about it. Like, what is going on? Where all these frogs is coming from? You know what I'm saying? People will begin to wonder. That stirs a wonder in people's minds, right? Well, this is exactly what played out in Egypt, man. This is exactly what played out. Keep going.
And the magicians did so with their enchantments, and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, entreat the Lord, that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go, that they may do sacrifice unto the Lord.
Hold on, where you at?
That was the end of verse 8.
You skipped. Yeah, you skipped 6 and 7.
No, I read 7.
Okay, it's a lot. You read that fast. Read the 7 again.
Verse 7. And the magicians did so with their enchantments, and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt.
Alright, read.
Verse 8. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, entreat the Lord, that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go, that they may do sacrifice unto the Lord.
So he basically was asking for the Lord to take away the frogs. You understand? And he said, if he do this thing, he's gonna let his people go so they can sacrifice them to the Most High. Okay, read.
Verse 9. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, Glory over me. When shall I entreat for thee and for my servants and for thy people to destroy the frogs from thee and thy houses, that they may remain in the river only?
Verse 10.
And he said, Tomorrow. That's tomorrow. And he said, Tomorrow. And he said, Be it according to thy word, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our God.
Read.
And the frogs shall depart from thee, and from thy houses, and from thy servants, and from thy people. They shall remain in the river only.
Okay. So basically, he's saying, you let our people go. We're gonna let these frogs remain in the river only. You understand? This plague could stop if you only let our people go. If you let the children, if you let the Israelites go, the plagues will stop. Okay? We won't get more deeper into the plagues. We'll get more deeper into what happens in the story. We'll get more deeper into the book of Exodus, man, and just show you how the Lord worked. Alright, and if you can put it in real life perspective, look at how the Lord worked now, man. Look at today's things that's going on now. Look at Ohio and the train derailed. You understand? They got like a toxic cloud over Ohio right now. A toxic cloud that is literally can kill you. You understand? Like these things come from the Lord. Look at the plagues. Look at the earthquake that happened in Turkey that killed over 40,000 people. Golly. Like that is a lot, man. That's more people that got killed in 9/11. You know, 9/11, I believe only 2,000 or 3,000 people were killed. I have to look up the number of how many people actually died in 9/11. You know what I'm saying? Let's look that up real fast. It's not gonna be too long-winded on it. It just goes to show you.
2,996.
2,900 and what?
96.
96. So almost just about 3,000 people died in 9/11, right? And that right there was just terror happening to America. But how the Lord worked, He'll send an earthquake and kill 41,000 people. You understand? 41,000. You understand? So with that being said, right? That being said, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get ready to close out the Sabbath service. All right. Men of Israel, Majim, you stand. Blow the horn. Yummy. Salt. Some oil. Salt.
La Yeshalu.
Go ahead and blow the horn. Alright, you gonna get the scroll? You gonna go ahead and salute the scroll? Yahba Shimi Al Shah Brak Ya. My bad.
Yahba Shimi Al Shah Brak Ya.
My bad. You want to salute the scroll?
Yahba Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Blow the horn. Upon Agadam, which means to face the east. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakuka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Ashah, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Lathalanawa, Lakam, Kab, Yawam, Wasalat Lanawa, Kabawap Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kabawap Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabia'ah Nawa, Banasana one, Abba, Hawashah Nawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, La'aiwalamya, Aman, in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Akash the power. In the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Babakushah, Nathalanawa, Hakach, Larpa'ah, Kalmakala, Wakamarawa, Hakach, Latahar, Amatazaria, Hakach, Lahakwayam, Hamadyam, Hakach, Arakawah, Hatama'ala, Lagar Shan, Ba'ashim Yahushua, the water Amman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. Blessings in the Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Wa maka Allah, wa Allahayim, Matazabya, Allah Wapya Hana, Ha Allah Wapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Korazanyam, Ha Kakoyam, Wa Agwathyam, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushah, the Wada Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha Allah, Wahabaya, Saparia, Barak, Rapah, Magan, Hagan, the generals, captains, officers. Listen. Just listen, just repeat after me. The generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the students, the sisters, the children, and all Yasha'Allah. Ba'ashim Yahushua, the Wada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, shield, protect the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the students, the sisters, the children, and all Israel. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahariah, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemaka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Al Yah, Yamyanka, Yawamar, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Bayayala, Yahweh, Yashemarka, Makar Ra, Yashamar, Abnapashka. Hey. Don't open that.
Now check it.
No, that was a brother. No sweat. You good. Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makar Ra, Yashamar, Abnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wabu Wa'afka, Ma'athak, Wa'ayt Awalam. In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83. In the Hebrew, Alahayim, Al Damayalika, Al Thakaraj, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kaya, Anah, Awa Yabyaka, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al Amika, Ya'iram Yawa, Sawadah, Wayatha, Ya'atazwa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magaya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Shem Yashala, Awadah, Kaya, Nawatazwa, Labah, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Alahaya, Arawam, Wayashemai, Alahaya, Mawa'aba, Wahagaya, Gabar, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashah, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Aiman, Hayawa, Zawawa, Labanya Lawa, Salah, Ashah, Laham, Kamadya, Kasaya Sara'ah, Kayabya, Banakar, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ra'ah, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatama, Nadayatmawa, Kaira, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakatazar, Mana'ai, Kal Nasi Yakama, Ashar, Amara, Naya Rashah, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahaya, Shayatama, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapaya Rawaka, Ka'ash, Daba Ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Dalahat, Harayam, Kanthur Dabma, Basa Irika, Wabasa, Wapaska, Daba Halam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwasha, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashua, Wayabahawa, Adiyai, Wayakapara, Wayabadwa, Wayada'adwa, Kaya Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Ayawan, Alcohol Rataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy enemies. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Japheth, at the brook of Kaiser, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Arab, and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zebah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burning wood, and as the flame set of the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm, and fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. Oh Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Stop. Close it out. Men of Israel, I Muslim Shabbat, I Muslim Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yazmatah, dismissed.